Hey everybody, Mariah here. Welcome to day 17 of our 21-day yoga challenge. It's been an awesome 16 days so far, coming up on 17, and I'm thankful that you arrived on your mat today. Let's go ahead and begin in our simple seated pose. Closing the eyes, softening your way down into this posture. As you drop the tops of the hands to the knees, open the palms of the hands towards the sky and drop the shoulders down the back. Lengthen the spine and draw the navel back towards the spine. Softening the space between your eyes and the space behind your eyes. Letting the thoughts trickle in and trickle out without grasping onto any of them. Beginning to turn your awareness to your breath. Softening the face and the jaw. Welcoming your mind and your body to this present moment. To this time on your yoga mat. To this time that you have committed yourself to, that you have committed yourself to practicing in this time, practicing yoga, practicing breathing, practicing mindfulness and intention. Softening the very center of your palms. Let the fingers curl a little bit as you bring your awareness now to that very specific spot in your body, the center of your palm. And with your eyes closed, you can see and feel this spot, the very center of each of your palms. Softening here. Softening into this focus, this mindfulness. Taking 3 very deep and mindful inhalations and exhalations. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the nose. 2 more. Deep inhalation through the nose. And exhalation through the nose. And exhale. Palms come together at your heart. And press that space in the center of each of your palms now together. Pressing the center of your palms together. Taking this moment to set your intention for your practice today. Allow this intention to bring focus to your practice, to this time that you're moving on your mat. Fluttering your eyes open into your room and untying the legs. Finding table pose, tuck the chin, lift the spine up towards the sky. Drop down for cow pose, gaze up towards the ceiling. And cat pose. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog, pressing back. Stepping forward to the top of your mat. Inhale your way into chair pose. Draw the navel back towards the spine. Reach the hands away from one another. Internally rotate the thighs. Hands come down to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Drop down to the knees. Cow pose and cat pose. From cat pose, downward facing dog. Step forward, chair pose. Draw the navel back towards the spine. Reach the arms away from the body. And hands come down to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Come to the tips of the toes. Drop the knees, drop the ribs, untuck the tail, gaze towards the sky. Cow pose and cat pose. Downward facing dog, lift the knees. Press the sit bones back. Look towards the front of the mat and step or jump into chair pose. Hands come to the floor. Forward fold. Then moving back into downward facing dog. Coming to the tips of the toes, drop the knees, drop the ribs, untuck the tail, gaze to the ceiling, cow pose. Tuck the chin, cat pose. Downward facing dog. And step to the top of your mat, chair pose. Hands come down to the floor, forward fold. Step back, downward facing dog. Come to the tips of the toes, drop the knees, drop the ribs, untuck the tail. Gaze skyward, cow. Cat pose. Downward facing dog. Step to the top of the mat, chair pose. Step the right leg back, crescent. Step the right foot forward, chair. Step the left leg back, crescent. Step the left foot forward, chair. Hands come down to the floor, forward folding, let the head hang. Step back, downward facing dog, extend, feel the space between the shoulder blades. Come to the tips of the toes, cow pose and cat pose. Downward facing dog. Coming forward into plank pose, Tap the left shoulder with the right hand and the right shoulder with the left hand, and back and forth a few times. Engage the core here. Draw the navel back towards the spine. Keep breathing. Come back to plank. Take the right hand to the left shoulder. Reach those right fingertips forward. Reach the right hand out to the right. And now all the way up to the sky as you pivot the feet. Side plank variation. And we come back out, airplane. Reach the right fingertips to the right. Reach the right fingertips forward. And place that right hand on the mat. Left hand to the right shoulder first. Reach those left fingertips forward and out to the left and towards the sky. Gaze up towards the sky. Airplane. Fingertips towards the front of the room and to the floor. Drop the knees. Child's pose just for a moment. Arms come back behind you. Soften a little bit here. Release and relax the shoulders. Close the eyes if you wish. Extend your arms out in front of you. Reach the fingertips towards the front of the mat. Claw the mat. And now rise up. Plank pose again. And go for the taps. Mindful. With intention. And stillness. Right hand to the left shoulder. Right fingertips forward. Right fingertips out towards the right. And now towards the sky. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Airplane. Reach away from the body. Reach forward. This time, tap the shoulder again and place the hand down onto the floor. Left side. Tap the shoulder first. And reach those fingertips forward and to the left. And all the way up towards the sky. Flex the glutes. Airplane. Reach forward. Tap the shoulder. Place the hand down. And now settle back. Downward facing dog. Find the breath. And come forward. Drop down, chaturanga. Press into upward facing dog and back into downward facing dog. Step forward into chair pose. And, right foot back. Right foot back, keeping it real over here. And right foot forward. Find a gaze point. And step the left foot back, crescent pose. And step forward, chair. And fold forward. Let the head hang. Come on to the fingertips. Inhale, part way up. Come to the shins. And now fold all the way back down. Step the feet back. Downward facing dog. Come to the tips of the toes. Cow pose just like we did before. Untucking the tail. Gazing up towards the ceiling. Tuck the chin. Lift the spine up towards the sky. Cat pose to downward facing dog. Extend, expand here. Look up between the hands and step or jump your way to Malasana. We've done this before, jumping to that squat pose. Palms of the hands come together and shimmy side to side. Long spine, crown of the head reaching up towards the sky. Drop the butt. Gently roll back. Plow pose. Hands come to the back or to the backs of your calves, heels, toes, wherever you like. And breathe here. Draw the navel back towards the spine here. And slowly now, knees to ears and coming all the way down onto your butts. Soles of the feet come to the floor. Reach for the heels. Coming into bridge pose. Lift the butt up off of the floor. Tuck one shoulder and then the other. Underneath the body, lift the hips a little bit higher. And now take those right toes up towards the ceiling. And place that right foot down onto the floor. And take the left toes up towards the ceiling. And place that foot down onto the floor. Release one shoulder. And then the other. Arms open up into T position. Drop both knees to the right. Gaze to the left. Full body practice here today. Gaze over towards the right. Drop the knees to the left. And come back to center. Coming into windshield wipers. So make sure the soft parts of the sit bones are away from the sacrum. You can really flatten the sacrum down onto your yoga mat. Arms open up into T position. And just naturally dropping the knees to one side and then the other. Without holding on too much. Just let the weight of the legs bring you into the twist. Back and forth. And hug the knees into the chest. Draw the forehead in towards the knees, hugging into a little ball here. And now expanding, opening out, taking a starfish shape for Shavasana. Make your adjustments. And begin to soften the front of the body down into the back of the body, into your mat. Closing the eyes, softening the space between the eyes. Palms are open to the ceiling. Fingers soft here. Allow the fingers to curl naturally. And now with your breath and with your focus, bring your awareness to the very center of your palms. Softening this place in your body. And from this very soft and very sacred place on your body, allow this to be the space that the relaxation originates for the rest of your body. So the relaxation trickling up the arms to the shoulders, down the torso, down each of your legs, and out the crown of the head. wiggling the fingers and the toes. Bringing yourself back into the room, onto your yoga mat, mindfulness back into your body. As you roll to your right side and press up into seated pose. Sitting tall together, closing the eyes once more. Once you arrive in this simple seated pose, lift the shoulders up towards the ears and drop them down the back. Feeling the heart open, the face soft, the eyes beneath the eyelids soft. Bringing the thumb and the index finger together. Repeating after me, I. Bringing the middle finger and the thumb together, am. The ring finger and the thumb together, beautifully. And the pinky and the thumb together, made. Beginning again, I am beautifully made. I am beautifully made. Palms together at your heart. Namaste. Thank you.